Hi everyone, so today I have another video showing you how I use these labels that I'm going to be uploading to my Etsy shop soon. So if you don't know, I have more information about these videos and my Etsy shop in my previous video, which is available on my blog, and now a YouTube channel that I've created called PlannerProblem, and it should be up now, showing you how to use full boxes, half boxes, and a few other things that I have in there. And it also includes more information about what I'm doing with these videos and what my goal with the project is. So I'm going to be uploading these hopefully on New Year's Day, and they'll be available. I think they're going to be priced at $3, which is about the same as all the other single sheets. And this one has just a bunch of different labels that I've designed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different kinds. 4 in each row, so you really get a good selection and you can find what you're looking for. So when you go to my Etsy shop and you download these, you will get a PDF, a JPEG, a PNG file, and a PSD or Photoshop file. The Photoshop files are completely flattened, and what that means is that you can't go in and move things around. So like I wouldn't be able to do something like this. You would just be able to go in and adjust the color. Another option I have is you can request the silhouette files for free after you purchase the item, and you'll get exactly this. So the great thing about this is that it's 100% editable. So I can copy, paste, move things around, make them larger here, rotate, whatever you need. So I'm going to show you just how you can use each one just to give you some ideas, because I know a lot of people had been requesting me to show them what each of the stickers that I include in my shop can be used for and how to edit them. So just keep in mind that I am on Designer Edition instead of Basic Edition. I'm going to use features and tools that would be available on Basic Edition, but there might be like the occasional like toolbar up here that might look different, but it should be all the same. So the first thing that I have here are, let me just zoom in a little. We have these single dots, and these are the ones I include in my kit, and I absolutely love these. I think they're really good to write in. They give you a good amount of space, and I just think they look really nice and a lot cleaner than some of the others that I've seen. So what you can do this one's pretty simple. You just click on here, and you just change the color. You can also give them a pattern. So for example, you can do something like this, or I have some glitter down here. Here we go. Like let's say I want to do this orange color. It'll look like that. With these dots, you might want to make them a little thicker. So this is grouped, so I'm going to ungroup it, and then the dots are released, and I can play with the dots a little. You might want to make them a little thicker so that they pop more in front of the glitter. Because here it looks a bit washed out. Or what you can do is you can simply go in and make the glitter a bit scaled back. You know what I mean? It kind of tends to solve the issue. But then you get less definition on the glitter. So yeah, those ones are pretty simple. It's nothing difficult. Yeah. So the next one here is also really simple. Here you have some stitch labels. And these just have a stitched border around the edges. And what you can do is you can go through and you can change the line style on these. You can make them dotted, longer, shorter, closer together, whatever you want. I've just done them at this because it's what's easier for me. You can also change the thickness, the corner style, etc. So with these, I'm just going to go back to what I had originally. Let's just use this one for now. This one, same thing. You can go in, add a pattern, add a color. It's really simple. This one is also really easy. This one is almost exactly like this one, except with another row of dots in case you want something more decorative. Same deal, just pattern, color. Oh, this one wasn't grouped. That's why. So I need to ungroup that one, and then I can play with it a bit more. There we go. Now these are things that I've never had on my blog before, and I think I'll be posting a multicolor sheet of them because I've seen them almost everywhere and a lot of people like to use them. So what you can do with this is layered on top of this little flag. So what you can do is you can select all of it, and then you can choose, let's just do a different color because I'm kind of tired of that mustard color. Let's do just a pink, and you'll see that it auto adjusts so that this is a couple of shades lighter than this one. So the reason this happens is because this is given a transparency down here. Is it? Yeah, it's given 35% transparency, so this one will always appear lighter than this one. So that's an advantage to using the silhouette files. With the Photoshop, you'll have to go in and individually change this color and individually change this one, whereas like this, you can just easily go in and add your color. You'll have to go in and add the line color manually though, or not manually. After you change the fill color, it won't automatically change. Something to be advised, if you're on Designer Edition as well and you want to use the control function, which if you hit control, in Basic Edition if you hit control and click, it'll just fill the color. But on Designer Edition, it'll transfer pattern. So it's really cool for like something like this, because it'll just take this pattern, move it over here, but it doesn't like take into account the transparency, and it just makes it at 0%, so then you lose kind of that effect. So just that's an easy fix. You just need to go in and then use the eyedropper tool here instead of the one from your control key. So another thing, is I kind of hinted at it, is you can add patterns. So we can do like this. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Like that. Dots, and it'll always be a shade lighter. So if I go in with the glitter, I can do like this, or like this. And then I can just go in with my line color and just pick a color here, and it'll automatically adjust. So that's a really cool way to get some glitter boxes, etc. So with this one, you have a white box over here, and the reason they're kind of, well, it's obviously off center. The reason is you might want to add an icon here. So like for example, if I go in to my library, scroll down and find an icon, let's just do this one, and I take this one, shrink it down. You can place it over here and almost make little things like that. You can also just take it off, leave it like that, do whatever you want with that. So with this one, you won't want to select this inner box. This inner box, so like I'll show you what would happen. So let's say I did select that inner box and I made it green. The whole thing is going to turn green. Whereas if I just go in and click the black part and click the green, then this adjusts. Does that make sense? I hope so. So let me go back. So let's say I wanted this one green. Oh, green. Red, and let's say I wanted this one patterned, and I wanted this one to be a purple glitter. There we go. And it's automatically there, and it works with patterns and everything, and you can add the icons, whatever. So this one, instead of a transparent white box that you can see part of the color, this one is completely opaque. And so with this one, if I go in with my color, you'll see that it's still white underneath. And this is just because some people prefer that cleaner look rather than something like this, because this might be harder to write on, especially with the black. This would make it a bit easier. Same thing, you can add the icon, whatever you'd like. So then we can move on to this one. This one's also pretty simple. You won't want to select this middle white box, just click the outside, add your pattern, color, whatever. Same thing with this one. You want to click just the white or the black on the outside. You don't want to hit the middle box. So just hitting black, we have this. Get orange because we already done green, and like that. Again, if I do select it, I don't get something that looks good. You just essentially fill in the entire thing. So with these, you have some flags, and it's kind of flagged on both sides. And this one's just simple. You just change it, the colors. There's nothing fancy with this one. But something you can do is, let's say you don't like how deep these bends go in. You go up here to this tool, and you can adjust it to be however you want. So like maybe you want something a little more subtle like that. That's definitely doable. These are just flags on this end, and I like these in more white space style spreads because they look more flag shaped, obviously. and you still get that white space, but like it still gives you a lot of room to write in. So again, just change the colors, whatever you'd like. This one here, I'll just move down here, is another version of this that I featured on my blog a couple times, except this one has the border around it, and the border is movable. You can make the border whatever you want it to be. You can make it another color. You can make it transparent so that you can get some of that background color in there. You can change it whatever you'd like, and this one you just click the black, and oh, that's line color, and just add a color. So this one was the same box that I used on my homework boxes tutorial, or printables. And so these, what I usually do is I'll type in the class name in here, or if you make it a color so that you can write over, you can just do something else, like let's say, just do math, it's an easy, oh, and it's green, okay. Let's do white so it shows up, and let's make like a nicer font, something like that, I guess. And then you can scale it down and put it in the box. And yes, like that. And then what I would do is I would write the assignment or whatever event, and then you can check it off. Alternatively, if you don't want that, but you still want something like this, you can just go through. Oh, you can just select this group. Why is it letting me select? Okay, yeah, just select the text, the box, delete it, or you can just leave the box like that, and then yeah. So the way you edit this one is a bit more tricky than usual because you have to do it in a couple parts. So let's say I wanted this to be red. I can click on the flag and be done, and I'm hitting shift to select more than one, and I can do that. Then I also probably want to change the line color so it matches. And then for the box and the border out here, I need to click on them, select both, go to my line color, and do that. If I change my, so let's say I want, like I selected the whole thing and made it green, like it's gonna, or green, it's gonna look kind of weird. So that's why you want to do it one at a time. Yeah, you can also do it with glitter. If I click the flag, I can go into my patterns. And these, well, not these exact glitters. I have other glitter papers somewhere. It's called Etsy glitter. Yeah, these are the ones that I sell over here. This one's just a bit different style. Yeah, it's like a bit darker and deeper, which is why I kind of like it to sell more. And then you can go through and make this green and make these. Ooh. Oh wow. I can highlight those and take the line color and just make it a green to match. There we go. I guess you could fill in this if you wanted to. Like if you wanted to give it a light color. So like let's see, say we wanted to do orange and then change the transparency to make it kind of light to give it, yeah, I think that looks okay if you have like this. You probably have to change the color on the inside of that box too though to make it match. We did something like that, or maybe even it as it is looks fine. Yeah, I don't think that looks too bad. I just kind of think this looks a bit cleaner. So with this, when you purchase, it's going to have a label on here, and it was just me showing you like what you could do, and it's going to say Happy Mail because I got this style from the Happy Mail printables that I've done before. Why isn't this folded typically? It's a bit, sometimes Silva glitches and it gets rid of, there we go, that's how it's supposed to be. It glitches and it gets rid of all of my like line thickness. It's kind of, there we go, that's how it's supposed to be. And with this one, you just hit the back panel, the black, and adjust the color. Yeah. And same thing, you can add a pattern if you want to add a pattern. So I'll just do this green. And that looks pretty nice, except I can't see the line. There we go. And then you can add text. So like, let's say this was also a class thing. I can just take this one, make it larger, too large. Okay, so my recorder cut out, but all I had done was I moved this text over here and centered it. Yeah, and that's all. I've showed you literally everything that you can do with these labels. Of course, you can always resize them to make them fit other planners. For example, if you want to make anything here work for a Big Happy Planner, just group it, go into here, and change the width to 1.813. Now, I've heard that the Big Happy Planner measurements have changed, and I have no idea what those new measurements are. I'm just going by what I've seen in the past, and this is what I have seen in the past, so this is what I'm going to stick with. So some things about these videos. My last video did go up directly on my blog, and the video was embedded directly into it. I think I'm going to start putting them on YouTube and then using the YouTube function to link it into the blog post. I think that just makes more sense. So yes, that means that I do have a YouTube channel now, but I'm not going to be posting super regularly on there. It's just going to be whatever random videos I want to make that are related to the blog are going to be hosted there. Just because I found that the upload process is a bit quicker, and also it just takes up less space on my blog when I go to upload it there. And also it means that more people can see it, so I feel like it's easier, it's a more familiar platform, more reliable to some extent. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully that's how you're watching this video. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Oh, something I wanted to mention. I did go back and rewatch the first clip, the one that cut out at the end, and I did notice that halfway through there was like this really loud humming noise, and that's because my computer started to like overheat, and I hadn't noticed while I was talking that that was going on. So I truly apologize if definitely was kind of annoying, but it was like one of those things where I couldn't just go back and edit that out, so I just kind of left it in there. But yeah, I'll try to remember for next time to try to stop the recording whenever it starts overheating like that and the fan starts to get super loud. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. Leave in the comments any questions you have about the templates, the shop, the blog, anything in general. I always have a contact link on my blog if you have any recommendations, suggestions, etc. And yeah, that's all. Thank you. Bye.